right, welcome to the Georgia Lacrosse Officials presentation on goals and officiating goals in the area around the crease. This is using the 2025 NFHS Boys Lacrosse rules. All right, so let's quickly remind ourselves what is the definition of a goal. That's rule 4, 8, and 9. That's what a goal is and what we're waiting off. Again, this is the most exciting play in lacrosse. A goal is scored when a loose ball completely passes through the front of the plane formed at the rear edge of the goal line, goalposts, and crossbar. So again, it's the rear edge of the goal line, the crossbar, and the goalposts. Impetus is irrelevant. You can kick it in, it can deflect off somebody. A pass that goes in is now a shot. All right. Remember, a shot can be released before time expires. So here is 8.5 seconds left in a Vermont Stony Brook game from a few years back. And White is going to work that ball down, get it in there, and we are going to manage to get a behind-the-back shot, essentially with no time on the clock. This is pre-video review. And so the officials are talking it out, and they come together. Everybody's waiting on a decision, and we are going to signal goal. All right. Now, remember, this is a very exciting time for one group of people and a very sad, angry time for another group of people. So be aware of the situation. Remember, if a shot is released prior to the end of a period, the ball can hit the ground, deflect off the goalkeeper, deflect off a defensive player, but it cannot hit another offensive player. Goal not scored. After a whistle, you grant a timeout. You have an inadvertent whistle, can't score. Team A in the crease, can't touch the goal, net, goalkeeper prior to the ball being in the goal. Team A or both A and B teams are offsides. The head of the shooter's cross, and we're going to see some weird video later on today that talks about breaking crosses, but it's the head of the shooter's cross that comes off, because then essentially the goalie has the head of the cross coming at him and a ball. That can get very disconcerting, right? Scorer's cross found to be illegal, or the scorer adjusts their stick after an official requests it. Now remember, this does not apply to the person who gives the assist. It's only the scorer's cross that can be found to be illegal and wipe out a goal. If there's a flag down slow whistle on the scoring team, so you have a flag on a team and somehow the ball gets kicked into a goal, nothing bad can happen to the team that was offended and a flag is down on the ground. A player jumps or dives into the crease before or after the ball enters the goal. So in high school lacrosse, it doesn't matter that the ball's in the goal before you land in the crease. You cannot land in the crease if you leave your feet. It's considered a dive before or after. Release before the horn and it strikes team A, or it hits the goalkeeper or pipe and then it hits anybody else. Rebounds on a second flag during a flag down slow whistle, they're not allowed. So you allow the continuation of play, but you only get one bite at the apple. It's not in the goal, right? It's caught on the side of the net. Or it batted off of Team A's free hand. Okay? Can't be touching the ball with your free hand. So, timeout called before the goal. This is a tough one as an official, player, and a coach. Okay, so in this situation, we have here 64 is going to be taking the ball down the field. We're racing, and our coach is thinking, I really don't want this defender to take a shot. I want a possession here. Now, he gives a great score, but we called a timeout. And we are very sad now, right? So be aware of the situation. A lot of times you're going to see a long pole coming down the field, and the coach really wants a decent possession. Maybe they've been on defense for a long time. They want the offense to hold the ball for a little bit. Or maybe this is a big situation, and you want the best guy on your team to have the ball on his stick, right? Here's another example of a timeout called before a goal, and you can see the reaction of the player who scores, who's very upset. So this kid, number 7, is going to go to the crease. He scores. Everybody's really excited, and then we quickly realize, oh no, oh no, we have called a timeout. Right? Anytime an attacking player is in the crease, they can't be in the goal area at any time. Touching the line, you're in the crease. You can reach in there with your cross, but the gloved hand on the cross can't be touching the ground in the crease or that line of the crease. Immediate whistle. Avoid play-ons here. Nothing really good comes from an offensive player being in the crease. The defensive team is not going to pick the ball up and quickly score. What they want is the ball and a clean restart. So kill the play, award the ball to the defense, get your restart going. We've got a couple examples of dives here. So I will show you this one on the left first. So you've got this guy coming in. Now, as long as this player does not land in the crease, this is a legal play, right? Can't make contact with the goalie, can't land in the crease. So your feet must be grounded. It's no goal if it's a player in possession of the ball and outside the crease leaves his feet and prior to, during, or after the release of the shot lands in the crease, right? Now you can have contact by the defender that puts somebody in the crease when they've launched themselves, and it can be legal or illegal contact. Neither of that matters. If you leave your feet of your own volition and land in the crease, it is never going to be a goal. If you leave your feet and you don't land in the crease, it's fine. So let's look at the video on the right here. So red's going to make the move. Clearly, red lands in the crease here. So here we go. We leave our feet of our own volition. We give our fancy behind the back, and then we clearly land in the crease. No goal. So in this example, right, we leave our feet. That's pretty clear. But as long as we land outside of the crease, we're going to count that. Right, here's another example of a player leaving their feet and landing in the crease. So watch right in front of the goal, right? Clearly, number 2 leaps up into the air to catch the pass, and he lands in the crease. So he left his feet, he lands in the crease. Never going to be a goal. Um, Here's another example of a legal play landing outside of the crease but leaving your feet. So we're driving. Yeah, we dive, we shoot, we score. Clearly not in the crease. All right, now remember, you're not allowed to make contact with the goalie in the crease, right? As long as any part of the goalie is touching the crease, the goalie is considered in the crease. And so as long as he is in the cylinder, you cannot make contact. If the ball is loose and the goalie's cross is outside of the cylinder, you can make contact with the goalie's cross, but you can't make contact with the goalie or any part of the goalie or the net or the pipe inside the crease. And so the question we have in this particular clip is, we get the rebound, but has there been contact with the goalie? And our official here is in pretty solid position, right, to make that call. So you're going to see some weird stuff around the crease that you're going to want to pay attention to. You can get those rebounds. You can bat a loose ball that's rolling around in the crease. You just can't make contact with the goalie. That's the big decision that we have to think about. Here's a great crease violation call. It's very clear that he's in the crease. Both officials make the call. They point to the crease. They go to get the ball to set up for the restart, and our official is heading up the field. This is a three-man crew, by the way. So. Right. This was a play that happened, I think, 2 years ago in Georgia. So 2023, and this was a bizarre one. We talked about this one a lot, so I'll just let it play here. So Black's got the ball. He's right in front. He goes to shoot, and the goalie comes out to play him, and the momentum of the shot, the shaft of the shooter, hits the goalie's cross and snaps in half. So right here. Now, the head of the shooter's cross coming off the shaft is one thing. That will disallow a goal. This does not disallow a goal. This is a goal, right? Nothing was coming at the goalie. Black is not playing with an illegal cross. We're gonna count this goal, and now that player has to go off and get a different stick. Um, this was a wild play from a couple of years ago. So let's watch this. So we've got really good ball movement here. We're going to drive, and we are going to kind of a little mix up on defense here, and we're going to take a shot. And they do not call this a goal. So let's watch what happens here. And the question is, does that just hit the line? And the answer is yes, which means the loose ball has not completely passed the plane of the goal line, the rear edge of the goal line, and the crossbar and goalposts. So that is a clear definition of, it can be real close, but it's not in. So here's the question. Does the goalie make this save? Because remember, if the ball is in possession and it's past the rear edge of the goal line and the play informed by the rear edge of the goal line and the crossbar and the pipes, then it's not loose, so it can't be a goal. And this is a bang bang play, and you've got to be right there to make that call. If you are out by the numbers because you're concerned about getting too close, you're just not going to be able to make this call. And so you've got to get used to working in traffic, working with players around you, and understanding when a scoring play is going to happen that you want to get close. All right, so how do you signal goal? If you're the lead, you got to be in position without interfering with the play. You got to make the call. Blow the whistle as you charge the crease. Okay? You want to signal standing with at least 1 foot in the crease, right? Because your focus now is on mixed colors. One group of people is very happy and one group of people is very upset. And this is where shenanigans occur, right? You're going to try to catch taunting here. You're going to watch the shoving. You're going to watch the pushing. You're going to watch the swearing at each other. And it may be shoving and pushing and swearing of people on the same team. Okay, the goalie may be chewing out the middies. A defenseman may be losing his mind. Or you may have mixed colors going at it, right? Remember, the trail cannot help you. The trail does not signal the goal unless absolutely necessary. And there are times where you get screened and you can't see, but the trail's responsibility is watching the shooter. So blow your whistle when you see the goal, run all the way in, and signal goal right there. Now, I like to signal where I will be looking at the players, right? Nobody needs to see touchdown Jesus and you giving your big signal and not paying attention to anything. Focus on mixed colors. Now, remember when we talked about penalties and fouls and whatnot, if you have a technical foul and a flag down, so a team is in possession and there's a technical foul committed against them, you have a flag down, they have a free play. Now, if during a flag down slow whistle for a technical foul, a goal is scored, we're gonna wipe that penalty out. Nobody has to serve, nobody's got to go be sad and be in the penalty box. If you are, no, that's not true of a personal foul. Like, you're always going to serve time for a personal foul. But this becomes a very confusing way to discuss things with the table and the teams and the press box and the fans. So you want to have the trail official come up to the table area. I like to say table, get everybody's attention, make sure that players have crossed, and you're going to say the goal is good. We have a loose ball push, which is wiped out by the goal. You're going to pull your flag out and you're going to wave it over the top of your head. But then you're going to end with the goal is good. Because if you say the goal is good and then wipe things out, it's unclear whether you're wiping out the penalty or you're wiping out the goal. So this is an important moment where when things get weird, we always want to slow down and make sure everybody's on the same page. All right, so post-goal ball exchange. We've got to get the ball back up from the crease where the goal has just been scored, get ready for the faceoff. So our lead official is going to blow his whistle and crash the crease. And he's going to signal goal and hold that signal for 2 or 3 seconds. But the key thing you're doing here is you're keeping your eyes on the inmates, right? We want to make sure that no shenanigans are happy and everybody's just going off to their sideline and going to their huddle and making sure that nothing untoward is going on. The trail official is going to sort of come into the middle of the field, because what we are going to do now, once things have cleared out, is we're going to flip the ball. It is always going to be underhanded. A short underhand throw. Don't be kicking the ball. Don't be rolling the ball. Don't be baseball chucking the ball. Um, just flip the ball underhand to the trail official. And that trail official is going to take the ball and run up and become the face-off official. And meanwhile, the lead official is now going to become the wing official, and we're going to conduct the face-off, right? When you know that the face-off official has the ball and is inside that circle that's usually formed by the girls' lacrosse circle around the face-off X, or it's just pretty close to the face-off X, you are going to raise your hand and turn on your 20-second timer, signaling everybody that the officials are ready, and so now everybody has 20 seconds to get into position for the face-off. Okay, it is at that point, after you have signaled timer on, that we have time to jot down who scored. Okay, and remember, I am a big fan of the fact that the lead should really never know who scored, and the trail should never know whether it was a goal or not. Right, so that hand gets up, and when we're ready, we will point, and we will then conduct the face-off. All right, so this is what drives me insane when we are working a game. Clearly, the goal has been scored. You can see the lead official is signaling goal, but the trail official is head down, writing on a scorecard. Like, everybody on the planet knows it's a goal. The table knows it's a goal. Both teams know it's a goal. All the officials know it's a goal. Every fan knows it's a goal. You have got mixed colors who are fired up right next to each other. And so the officials need to keep the eyes on the inmates. There is no need to rush. The game cannot start without you, and you are going to have more than enough time to jot down on your scorecard. So make sure you are focused on the things that actually matter. If somebody gets clocked in the head and you're the only person that doesn't see it, that's a problem. Okay? All right. Again, my name is Greg Height. I'm the GLOA lead trainer and a USA Lacrosse clinician. Please email me with any information or questions that you have. If you find a mistake, let me know. If you've got a suggestion on what I might add, please let me know. And if you've just got a rules question or want to talk something out, I'd be happy to chat with you. All right. Thanks for listening.